Hi everybody, welcome to this week's science video with myself, Becca from the North East Autism Society and Tony and Danny from the Life Science Centre Newcastle.
Hello.
Hi.
So can you tell us about what we're going to be doing this week, please?
I can. In fact, why don't I show you? So, I made this a little bit earlier. And I've got a tub of water here.
It do.
When I put the two together...
Wow!
It's spraying the water everywhere.
It is. Oh,
very wet.
I'm a little bit damp now, but it was fun. So, I've invented a water sprinkler. And I thought, as it's quite nice weather at the moment, you might like to make one as well, Tony.
Yeah, I'd love to. It looks like fun.
You will need a wooden skewer.
Wooden skewer.
A straw. Mine is paper.
I didn't have any paper ones, but I did find this old plastic one. So straw.
Yeah, that'll work as well. Some scissors.
Scissors.
We've got a couple of sharp things there, I've noticed. The skewer's quite sharp and pointy, isn't it? And the scissors are obviously sharp, so we might need our grown-ups to help with this bit and supervise us.
Good idea.
And the final thing you'll need to make it is some tape. I've got sellotape.
Tape.
All right then. The first thing we're going to do is make a cut about 1/3 of the way along the straw. And it's going to be a cut that goes about halfway through. So we're left with a little flap of straw, keeping the two sections together.
So it opens up.
Exactly, yeah.
I've got a bendy straw, but I guess the bendy bit's not going to be very useful. So should I cut that off?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Okay, so you want to be gentle when you're doing this bit, because
so not all the way through, just
exactly.
Just halfway, so it does this.
Yeah.
And then you can fold it back to check you've done it right. There we go. So it's still attached, but I can fold it back. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side.
So it needs to make a triangle, is that right?
Exactly, yeah. You'll end up with 3 sides that are roughly equal, and you can fold them into a triangle. For our next step, we're going to take the middle part of our straw to the wooden skewer, and we're going to do it about 1/4 of the way from the bottom of the skewer. So about here, something like that.
Okay.
So our tape could be quite sticky, couldn't it? It might have a bit of a funny smell.
Yeah, that is true. It's a little bit fiddly because they're at right angles to each other. So just take your time and maybe ask someone else to hold the pieces in place.
It's a little bit messy, but I guess it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Exactly, yeah, as long as it's secure.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then we're going to fold in the one of the sides and use a little bit of tape to attach that. And then fold in the other side and attach that as well, so we get it in a triangle. But it's easier to start with one side first.
And I guess because this is where the water's going to go up, I guess we need to make sure that this hole is still open. We don't cover it with tape.
That's a very good point, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks quite fiddly, this bit, doesn't it? Need a few hands maybe would be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just take your time as well, I think.
Brilliant.
Mine's a bit wonky, but hopefully it'll be
Yeah,
okay.
same. But as long as you've got it in roughly a triangle and it's attached,
Mhm.
that's all we need.
Mhm.
Okay, that's it. You've made it. So now,
Great.
yeah. So now it's time to try it out. So I'm in my kitchen, so it's not too bad if you're spilling a little bit of water, but it's probably better if you go maybe in the garden, somewhere like that.
Or you could try it in the bath.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Exactly. But wherever it is, make sure it's somewhere where you're allowed to splash a little bit of water around. And I've got a tub of water, and it's filled, so it's just as deep as the bottom of the straws. It doesn't need to be really, really deep. And that means I can rest the bottom of the point on the bottom of the tub, and then when I spin it, it should work. So let's give it a go, Tony.
Oh wow.
Ah, I'm getting
Working
soaked.
really well.
Oh,
It's like a sprinkler.
yeah.
So Danny, you're using cold water there, aren't you? But
Yeah.
we can use hot and cold for this, can't we? Because cold water, when we get wet, might be a bit of a shock.
Exactly. Whatever temperature you're okay being splashed with, as long as it's not going to be hot enough to hurt you, then yeah,
Yes.
warm water works too.
Brilliant. Well, I'm sure we'll all enjoy trying this out at home and getting very wet this week. So thank you very much for showing us that one, and we will see you all next week. Do let us know if you try this one out. Send your videos and photos in. We'd love to see. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.